For public communication, you are all welcome and encouraged to participate in this meeting. Public comment is taken on the items listed on the agenda when they are called. Public comment on items not listed on the agenda will be heard at this time. Comments that are controversial items may be limited, and large groups are encouraged to select a representative to express the opinions of the group. We do at this time have some written requests. I have Bill Stevenson. Yes. You can go to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
Yes, I'm Bill Stevenson. My place of business is at 459.5 Pelora Avenue here in Yuba City. And the issue that we're coming here today about is the homeless and the trash that comes with them. And it's been a major thing this year. They're tearing down our fences to get into our back end of our properties, leaving their trash. It's just astronomical what we're having to put up with down there. And it's all the way from Weiler clear down to Franklin, getting in behind the properties. I've called Caltrans to get out and fix their fence. They have not done that yet today. And so I don't know what we could do, but we got to have something resolved.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's any help that you people can give us, but we're going to lose business down that way if we don't get it stopped. And we got some good businesses down there. I just had New York Life come in the place, spend about $15,000 remodeling up the place to have a good place for business. And if they'd have known what was happening, they probably wouldn't have come. We've had businesses, or 2 offices there vacant for over 2 years because of what we're finding out is happening there. And I've been up down that street since 1970. So I've seen a lot of changes in this area.
Okay.
So I'd really appreciate that we get some kind of a committee going and see if it don't do any good for the police. They come out there, bust their buns to get something done. Whatever happens, the next day they're back on the street. So that's not the answer. We got to find a place for them. Get them out of there. Their 2 main draws is, number 1, place to slip, the laundromat there, and the Circle K. So, you know, it's out of hand. And that's all we ask as the merchants down there, to give us some help, get rid of them out of the area. I don't know how you're going to do it, but it's got to be done. So it's in your guys' hands now if we can get something going. Okay. This is one of the owners there at 440 Pelora.
Yeah, my name is Surinder Sharma, and I'm one of the owner at Pelora Avenue. It's not they just leave the litter there. They like urine on the corners, and the middle of the night they bang the doors and cause the alarm to go off. And I have been paying, to the police department for the false alarming. Now, instead of letting my alarm company to call the police, in the middle of the night, I have to go there and see everything is okay. And sometimes, if I see somebody there, they try to fight with me. And then they have stolen my cameras. Even last night, 12:08, they painted the back camera. Numerous times they have done that. So they are causing a lot of damages to the building. And the graffitis in the back wall there also. This is going on repeatedly. I appreciate the police. They come on and they ask them to leave. And they leave their trash behind, those cart full of the trash left there. If somebody gets a chance, they've been there for days. And we have to pay to remove them, and then I have to pay attention all the time to the camera while I'm working. Who is in the back causing problem? And they talk loud, and sometimes they shoot drugs there. I see them smoking drugs most of the time. And they sometimes, they get naked there. A lot of problems going on there. And police remove one, set of people, then the next day the other one is there. And then the new faces are there. And this is going on for days. And now it has gone out of hand. That's why we had to come here. Somebody has to, figure this out, how to solve this issue. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Mr. Sharma.
One more thing. At my office building where I'm at, here about 5 years ago, I got a call. Someone bashed all 3 windows in my office. Just this Monday morning at 5:30, someone broke their window down there at this new beauty salon. And the owner spent about $50,000, completely painted the place. About 5 years ago, we put in all new blacktop, made the place look beautiful, and then the next thing you know, we got this problem. And it's not cheap to maintain your property, plus keep your people there is trying to make a business go. That's, I don't know if you can help us, but we do need help.
Thank you very much.
Through the mayor, and I realize this is not an agendized item, and I'm not going to try to make it one. I'm just going to suggest that staff or police department may look at installing one of our portable camera systems down in that immediate area so that we can have surveillance of that on a continual basis and record the activity so we can come up with pattern and then try to get these folks moved to the proper resources.
We can certainly do that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't have any other written request, but appearances of interested citizens may go ahead and address the city council on items of interest that are within the city's jurisdiction.
Excuse me, Mayor. There
Yes.
was one other written request. Mr. Edbug. No, he's not here. Oh, sorry.
No, Madam Clerk is right there. Ed Bavacqua, the president of the Rotary Club. I excused myself for a moment because he left.
Okay.
He had a $1,000 check to present to the city. Hopefully, he's still interested in presenting it, related to sponsoring children at Gaucher Aquatic Park.
Okay.
And so it was a nice feel-good moment that I think the evening just got a little long. And so
Okay.
we'll arrange for another time to come have him present.
Can we send Gunner?
Mr. Eiler, do you want to?
Can we send Gunner out to go get Mr. Vivacqua really quick? And
Mr.
it's a hot trail. Let's see what he does.
Mr. Eiler was. Okay. Oh, okay. You were the one that wrote in. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that. So we do, for appearance of interested citizens, members may address the city council on items of interest that are within the city's jurisdiction. Individuals addressing general comments are encouraged to limit their statements to 3 minutes. We do have a couple of cards here. Kristen Lambert. Oh, okay. Go ahead and come on to the podium. State your name and address for the record, please.
Well, thank you first and foremost for allowing me to be up here and addressing you. My name is Kristen Lambert. I live at 148 Harding Road in Yuba City. I was born and raised here, but I moved away to Boise, Idaho for 10 years. I got brought back here. I have family that have been here for generations and generations. I do reside on Harding Road. It's off of Franklin. You take a left. I'm 3 houses in. We are having a tremendous amount of traffic that are going at high speeds that have been clocked at probably 80 miles an hour once you get down to the end, which I'm sure you guys all know that that house at the end has been smashed in 5 times, 2 times within the last month, I believe. So I have also a neighbor statement that asked me to address since he could not be here. He said, "My name is Charlie Benson. I have lived at 374 Harding Road in Yuba City for the past 16 years. I would like to address a matter of grave concern for our neighborhood. I have witnessed at least 2 crashes into the home at the end of the Harding and Cherry. The first was nearly 5 years ago. It was 1 a.m. I was going to pick up my daughter at a party. I witnessed a truck racing down the street and saw it hit the home. I made the 911 call. I witnessed a young man jogging down Harding Road after the accident, which obviously he left the scene after he stole his father's truck and ran it through the home, coming close to killing several persons who were sleeping in the living room. The last time it happened was June 25th. That was just recently, 11 p.m. He said he was going to bed and a vehicle raced down the street about 70 miles per hour. He knew it was going to hit the house, so he stepped out, called 911 and saw it crash, and then he called 911 and told them about the crash. He says it has been terrifying to him and the neighbors. I can't imagine the residents that have been hit and almost died. And Harding has become a raceway, which I can tell you it has. I have been out there walking with my family of a 5-year-old and my husband and almost got plowed into. This really needs to be addressed. I know that you guys, somebody has went out there and put like rumble strips out there, put a light, kind of flashing light, but I don't feel like it has done anything in slowing down the traffic. My recommendation would be, well, speed bumps, but again, I've been hearing what you guys have been saying. They would be accelerating and you would just hear the suspension fail and that would cause noise. So I was thinking possibly if you do stop signs. There is a street, I think it's Michelle in Harding. You can put a stop sign there. I don't know, maybe they'll blow through it and then hurt somebody that's coming out. I'm not sure what exactly needs to be done. I do know that it does need to be addressed before somebody gets killed. And clearly 5 times, that tells you something. And second of all, almost getting plowed. Myself with my son and my husband. Somebody coming off of Michelle and almost taking out my husband, myself, and my child. And it's all hours of the day. It doesn't stop. It's all hours of the day. Somebody needs to go out there and literally watch this. It's a speedway. It's serious. I really do feel like somebody is going to end up dead. And I don't want it to be myself, my family, or anybody that I love, or our community that I love. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. Another card I have is John Rouse. John? No? Okay. Yeah, I know, it's a late night, yeah. All right. And we don't have any other cards. Anybody else want to speak? Yeah.
Seats. Up. No, don't jump all the way up there.
Really?
Typical Malinois. Thank you for a minute to address you guys. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to come and say thank you on behalf of the Canine Officers Association. Most of you guys made it out to the canine trials. We were notified by Western States Police Canine Association, who is the sanctioning entity that sanctions all these throughout the state that we compete in, that it was what they called the most successful canine trial in the last 15 years. They hadn't seen a community response that we had ever. They said there might have been one other canine trial that was ran as efficiently as ours. Normally the canine trials are done by 6, and we were battling 104 temperatures, and we were done off the field by 2. So it was very, very efficient. And I just wanted to come out and tell you guys, it really meant a lot to myself, Officer Gibson, and Sergeant Eshman to have you guys come out. I know Mr. Krager was extremely busy. He found some time to come out on a Friday for the narcotics section, and I think all of you guys made it out. I was running around. I didn't get to see all of you guys. I was pretty crazy. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for coming out. It really meant a lot to us, and we appreciate your guys' support.
We appreciate everything that you're doing for the community, so thank you very much.
I can say that we saw you and Gunner.
Yeah,
It was actually pretty good. We enjoyed it a lot watching.
good. I'm glad.
Gunner did phenomenal.
He did okay.
How did he do? Come on.
He didn't do as well as I wanted him to.
But he was fun to watch.
Good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Do you have anybody else who wishes? Oh,
Hello, Madam Mayor and members of the council. I just wanted to piggyback on what the police officer said here. And
can you
my
state
name's
your-
David Cunin, and I'm coming on behalf of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm the director of public affairs for the church, and I just want the city to know that they can count on that site forever. I have the blessing of our stake president, President Stephen Hammerstrom, that I think most of you know. And this was a welcomed opportunity for us to showcase what we can make available. So I think the city police, if they want to continue doing this, can count on that site at no cost. And and we'll make whatever accommodations. And we felt that people were very gracious to our rules there, that no paid food on our site. Everything's got to be free. So anyway, you should be able to count on that moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, David, very much. We appreciate that. Anybody else like to speak? Okay.
He likes
No,
prefers to
he
write.
can't speak.